here is Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross, and Diana Day in...
Once more into the vicarage.
Anything in tonight's paper, Father?
Oh, just the usual Friday night stuff, Pat. Houses for sale, cars for sale, bargains for sale. Everything's for sale.
Is there any cut-price gin for sale?
Gin? You don't drink gin, Pat.
I'll drink anything when I'm desperate. Besides, this would be for medicinal purposes, to keep my strength up during the next 6 long, weary weeks.
What are you talking about?
Having our Jimmy at home for his summer holidays.
Eh? Oh, aye. Oh, the school breaks up today, doesn't it?
Yes, I suppose that's why he's late home. He'll be in a milk bar somewhere, celebrating on dandelion and burdock. Oh, here he is now, Father. Hello, Jimmy.
Hello, ma'am. What's for flipping rotten tea?
Ham salad, peaches, and... What's the matter with you?
I'm fed up. That's what's the matter. Shave me head, ma'am. I think I'll join a monastery.
What are you talking about, Jimmy? What's happened?
You'll find out in a minute from our music and English mistress, Tick-Tock Tilly.
Jimmy, we've told you before about these nicknames. You mean Miss Trotter, don't you?
Yes, she just run me home. She's parking a car before she comes in.
What? You mean Tick-Tock? Your teacher's coming in here.
Yes, so don't just stand there. Set some bear traps.
That'll do.
May I come in? The door was open.
Aye. Oh, come in, Miss Trotter.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sinclair.
A cup of tea, Miss Trotter?
No, thank you, Mrs. Clitheroe. I must dash away in a minute.
Good. Off you trot, Trotter.
Jimmy. What's he been up to, Miss Trotter?
Oh, everything's been a huge joke to Master James today. First, he asked if he could leave the room or had he to stay in and fill the inkwells. Then there was a remark he was heard to make at lunch whilst Mr. Benson was saying grace. For what we are about to receive, heaven help us. The last straw was the so-called humorous anecdote he related to the headmaster, who, as you know, is somewhat diminutive and rotund.
Yes. What did Jimmy say?
Well, according to James, at Rugby School, where the game of rugby was invented, their headmaster played a very important part, being also small and fat.
I don't get it.
He was the model for the original rugby ball.
Jimmy said that to the headmaster?
Yes, and he spoke to Mr. Benson about it, and it was only timely intervention on my part that saved James from severe chastisement.
Pardon?
She stopped your Pete belting me. He told me he'd give me 6 of the best.
Really, James, gimme. He told me he'd give me 6 of the best.
Why, had you been cracking jokes as well?
You'll get 6 of the best with my rolling pin in a minute.
Come in, Alfie. Mother, it's Alfie.
Well, thanks for telling us. We'd never have guessed what it was.
Hey, shut your gob, will you? Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Clitheroe. I didn't know you had a lady with you. Oh, it's not a lady, it's Miss Trotter.
Alfie, mind what you say.
No, I mean, it's my old school teacher. Well, not old. I mean, she was quite young when she started teaching us. But what was that song I could never sing, Miss Trotter?
Pardon? Oh, yes, where are the bee socks?
Yes, okay.
Oh, it's very nice.
There on the couch where owls do cry. Where owls do cry. Where owls do cry.
Oh, listen to the owls, Grandad. To-wit, to-oo. She's the to-oo and Alfie's the to-it.
Shut up, you. Alfie, we'll talk to Mother later.
Oh, I'm going now, Susan. Mrs. Clitheroe, as a punishment for his behaviour in school today, James has to do an imposition, an exercise set by his form master, which he has to complete and deliver to me by Sunday morning.
What? But that only leaves tomorrow, and Alfie's taking me to the cricket match, aren't you?
You'll be going nowhere until you've done this exercise.
That's right, Pat. What is this exercise, Miss Trotter?
Quotations.
And quotations to you as well.
Jimmy.
quotations, Miss Trotter?
Yes. Here's the list. He is to identify the author of each one and, where necessary, the title of the work, and see me with them on Sunday morning at 10 a.m.
But I thought I could do it any time, and I was looking forward to that cricket match. Because it'll be a smasher, won't it, Alfie?
Oh, yes, a real Lancashire League cricket match. 4 West Indians, 2 ordinary Indians, 3 Aussies, a New Zealander and a Yorkshireman.
How did the Yorkshireman get in?
He emigrated from Pudsey. Come on, Alfie. Give me a hand, or we'll never get to the match.
Look, they said I've not got to help you before they went out. No, not help you before they went out. They said before they went out, so stop asking me.
Well, just read them out to me and let me see if I can get any ideas.
Right. Hey, surely you know this first one. Who said, a horse, my kingdom for a horse?
Lester Piggott?
No. Who said, out damn thought?
A fella taking his dog for a walk.
Be serious. Who said, blow, blow the winter wind?
Me grandad after his Christmas dinner.
You know, my dad has that trouble as well. He eats so much of that turkey and stuff, and then pours a bottle of brandy over the Christmas pudding and likes it. Then he says he doesn't care much for the pudding, but he loves the gravy. Oh, let not poor Nellie starve.
Who's she, your mum?
Oh, the next saying. Yeah, I confused you mentioning my dad. He's Charles II.
Oh. Is he still having them funny turns, then?
No, me dad, Charles II. Charles II. He said it, because he wanted him to look after Nellie. Gwyn, I mean, she was his bit of... You know, his friend with the oranges. I'm saying no more, do him yourself.
Well, naturally, I'm always willing to help James, but it sounds very strange, your grandfather taking part in a quotations competition at the Rose and Crown.
Oh, I'm not sure about that, Mr. Brocklebank. It might be the Red Lion. All I know is he said I'd to solve this list of quotations before he goes to the pub tonight. Didn't he, Alfie?
Yes, he did, but he meant...
Alfie, do you mind? I'm trying to talk to Mr. Brocklebank.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Hey, now, look, Mr. Battlebank. Jimmy's granddad said that...
Do you mind, Alfie? If you keep chattering, how can Mr. Brocklebank concentrate on me granddad's quotations?
And I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Now, look, Mr. Bucklebunk.
It's all right, Alfred. I've nearly finished. Now then, pieces of 8.
Pardon?
I wasn't talking to you, Alfred. It's a parrot.
Same thing, really. Only Alfie has no feathers, have you?
No, but I've got some claws to thump you with.
I meant the parrot in Treasure Island. I wish you'd keep quiet, Alfred.
Yes, Alfred. Should you be?
I'm warning you. Look, Mr. Battlebonk.
Brocklebank.
Mr. Battlebonk, Brocklebank. I was here last night, and Jimmy's misleading you.
Oh? You mean his grandfather didn't tell him to do the quotation?
No, he didn't say that.
Well, did he not say James had to find the answers before he went to the public house tonight?
Oh, yes, but he was meaning Jimmy'd have to do them instead of watching the cricket match in the West Indies with the Yorkshireman who emigrated to England. I mean,
is there some sort of joke?
Yes, it's called Alfie, aren't you?
Yes, shut up or I won't take you.
Now, look, I've solved all the quotations except 2. I think the other 23 are in order, but I shall have to look the other 2 up in my book of quotations at home.
That's all right, Mr. Brocklebank. Off you go, and ring me with the answers between 5 o'clock and 5:30.
Oh, well, that's an awkward time. Does it have to be then?
Well, yes, you see, they'll all be out.
How do you know they'll all be out? They might still be batting.
honestly, you two can't be left alone for 5 minutes. Just look at the state of this room. Paper all over the place.
Well, that was Mr. Brocklebank, Susan. He made 1 or 2 mistakes on Jimmy's... on Jimmy's...
On Jimmy's what?
I don't know. I was out of the room. Well, I mean, we thought you wouldn't be back. We were only just... We had an interval, a break, a tea break.
Oh, you've been drinking tea, have you? Did the vicar have some?
Of course not. He doesn't play cricket. He doesn't play.
Well, doesn't play what?
The organ in church. His legs are too short to reach the pedals. He tried wearing high heels once, but the choir boys whistled at him.
Oh, not more of your corny jokes. I hope you didn't crack any while the vicar was here. He took the envelope then, Alfie?
The envelope? Oh, a letter, you mean?
No, a specially printed one for the Poor Children's Fund. Mother's donation was in it. Well, what time did he call, Alfie?
I don't know. We were at... Ow.
What's the matter?
He's got toothache.
In my leg.
What?
Jimmy kicked it. My jaw. Calf. When he was here. Vicar Bunk. Brocklebank. Mr... Where was an accident?
Yes, to your head by the sound of it. Look, what did the vicar say when he took Mother's envelope with the £1 note in it?
Well, I mean, what would he say? Thank you very much for your mother's envelope with the £1 in it. Cheerio. See you in church.
Oh, that does it. I'm going round to Janice Carter's now, and I won't be back before 9.
But Susan,
And if you two have upset the vicar, you're for it when Mother finds out. Goodbye, the pair of you.
Oh, all right, clever boy. What do we do now?
Easy. Come on in the front room. It's just turned 5:30. Me mum and me grandad aren't due back for an hour, so we just nip round to the vicarage on your motorbike to deliver the envelope, which we find here on the front room mantelpiece. Oh, no. It's not here. The blinking envelope. Where is it?
I don't know, unless somebody pinched it. Oh, I knew we didn't shut the back door properly when we went to the cricket match.
Yes, and according to our Susan, while we were out, we had a caller. Alfie, this is terrible.
Well, terrible.
Our vicar is a burglar. I thought he couldn't run that big car on his wages.
Don't talk daft. The vicar did call. We were out, so he'll probably call again. When your mother's in, he'll ask for the envelope and it'll all come out. No, not the money. Susan said it was a no, the truth.
Yes, how you insisted on taking me to the cricket match when I wanted to stop at home studying.
Oh, but they should call you Jimmy Corkscrew. You're a right little twister.
Quiet. I've had a thought. Look, what we want is 2 things. One of the vicar's envelopes and a £1 note, right?
Right.
Right. Now, the £1 note's no problem, because we've got that, right?
Right.
Now, if we went to the vicarage and you kept him talking while I went in for a glass of water, I might be able to find a spare envelope, put your £1 in and leave it there, right?
Right.
Right.
But wait a minute. You said we got the £1 note, right?
Right.
Well, we can't both have it unless we pay 10 bob each, right?
Half right. I'll explain. It's our £1, but it happens to be in your wallet.
Oh, I see. Yes, I see, all right. Only too clearly. Come on. Let's get round to the vicarage.
Well, I hope James has managed to find the kitchen, Alfred. He's been gone rather a while, hasn't he,
Yes, Vicar. But take round in your garden here, listening to you humming. I mean, the birds humming, bees, birds and bees. That reminds me, I have to talk to you about something.
Oh, yes, what is it,
Yeah, Vicar, I've got to get married.
What? Alfred, you have...
No, that's what Jimmy said. I've got to talk to you about it.
Oh, I see. Well, congratulations. So I shall be marrying you at last,
No, I'm marrying Jimmy's sister.
Yes. And when will the nuptials be taking place?
Oh, not till after the wedding, I promise you. We'll all be stone cold sober in church. Even Mr. Sinclair.
What date do you hope to have the wedding,
That's what we've got to work out, so it'll hold you up.
Look, Alfred, here is my diary of engagements, and at a first glance I seem to be booked up almost to the end of the year.
Oh, dear. Can't you find me a day?
Well, now, let me try and work something out.
Right, Alfie. I've left it. Come on.
Now, if I leave the diocesan conference a day early, are you going, James?
Yes, Vicar. Thanks for your help. Cheerio.
Yes, cheerio, James. Well, Alfred, I think I can... James! Alfred! What about this wedding date?
Alfred wants to be married in June 1974.
June 1974?
Yes, then the honeymoon will be something for him to do if the next World Cup's not so hot.
Yes, I will come in for a cup of tea, Jimmy. After that business with the vicar, I need one.
You did very well, Alfie. Come in the room, sit down and rest your brains.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. They need a rest. Say, don't they, for me?
And where did you two dash off to?
Mind your own business. Keep your big conk out of it.
Does that apply to me as well?
Ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. You can put your big conk... you can ask. I didn't expect you back yet. Oh, you, Grandad?
We've only come home to collect some papers, then we're going to the church hall.
Yes. We've got to see the vicar for a few minutes.
He hasn't answered your question, Mother. Where's he been?
Hey, why aren't you round at Janice Carter's?
She must have forgotten I was coming. There was no one in when I got there.
More likely, when they saw it was you, they hid under the table.
Don't be so cheeky, Jimmy. Where have you been? You were told to stay in until you did that exercise for Miss Trotter.
It's done, isn't it, Alfie?
Oh, yes, he did it. Well, all but two, and he's going to find out when he gets home.
I am home, Alfie.
I know that, but I'm talking about Mr. Bahamilag. Talking about you, I mean.
Sorry, Alfie. I didn't see your ankle there. Look, Mum, there's my exercises on the table there. And I wondered if I had to do them all, or if I could leave to, that I wasn't sure of. So, I thought the best thing would be to pop round and ask Tick-Tock Tilly.
Oh, so that's where you've been to, Miss Trotter's house?
Well, that's where she lives, isn't it?
Well, why didn't you say that at first?
Because I didn't think of it. I didn't think it was any of your business.
What is all this? Come on, Pat, get those papers and let's go. Jimmy's done the exercise, so that's that.
I've got them in my bag, Father.
Are you sure? You haven't left them on the mantelpiece like you did the vicar's envelope, have you?
No, I haven't. Don't be funny. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about the mix-up when the vicar called, Jimmy.
Mix-up?
Yeah. You must have got a shock when you found the envelope was gone.
Oh, yes, we did, didn't we, Alfie?
Oh, yes. When the burglar came, you mean?
A burglar?
Alfie means we thought it was a burglar at first.
A burglar? Oh, how could a burglar get in when you were in the house?
Exactly, that's what I told Alfie, didn't I?
Oh, yes. What?
Well, I forgot the envelope, so when I saw the vicar, I asked him to call here for it.
Ah, but I didn't know that. So when I saw she'd left the envelope, I picked it up and dropped it off at the vicarage.
Oh, heck. No wonder we had a mix-up.
What did the vicar say?
Oh, not much. In fact, nothing really.
Yes, that's right. I think. But he couldn't when he wasn't here. The envelope wasn't here because Mr. Sinclair was a burglar. Well, he wasn't, but he lives here.
Can we let it drop?
That's what I say, Grandad.
Yes, all right, Father. Come on, then. We won't be long with the vicar.
I hope not. I've got an appointment at 8 o'clock.
With a pint of beer.
Well, Alfie, since I'm not going to Janice Carter's, we might as well go out.
All right, Susan, that's nothing.
I'll just go and change into my trousers suit, then we can go for a run.
Right, Alfie. Come on, back to the vicarage. Quick.
You're right, yeah. But wait a minute. Susan wants to go for a run.
That's all right. The way she runs, you'll catch her up on your bike before she's gone a mile.
Don't be daft. Anyway, you put the envelope in the vicar's drawer with £1 in.
That's just it. When he checks them, he's going to find 2 envelopes with my mum's name on. He's bound to ask her about it, and the truth will come out, and you'll be in trouble.
Oh, blooming heck.
But don't worry, Alfie. You just keep the vicar talking, and...
No, I'm not talking to him again. I can't think of anything to say.
That's never stopped you talking before. All right, I'll talk to the vicar, and you nip in his study and pinch the envelope out of his drawer.
But what about Susan?
You can pinch her when you get back. Oh, come on, hurry up. You've had it.
Yeah, I'm in rather a hurry. What is it this time, James, eh? I have a meeting shortly, and I wanted to check through the donations before I left.
Oh, good, we're in time then. I mean, we just caught you in time then.
Yes, I'm sorry to... yes, you did. Anyhow, what is it, eh?
What's what,
Yeah, what do you want from me? What is it,
Oh, I don't want anything, Vicar. You keep the donations for yourself.
I don't mean the donations. They are for charity, as you well know. Now, what are you keeping me here talking for?
About 2 minutes. I mean, it won't take long, what I have to ask you.
Well, for goodness sake, ask me then.
Ask you what? Oh, yes, it's Alfie, really, who wants to know.
Well, why didn't he stay here and ask me himself? He walked in, said, "Excuse me, Vicar," and dashed out again.
Well, you know what they say, Vicar. When you've got to go, you've got to... He wanted to drink of water.
Water? Alfred as well? Haven't you got a tap in your house?
Haven't we got a tap? Oh, that's good, Vicar. That's very good. Haven't we got a tap? Haven't we got a... That's good, Vicar. That's very good.
It's not funny.
No, Vicar.
Now, let us find Alfred and ask him what he wants to know.
Yes, Vicar. I mean, no, Vicar. It's me who wants to ask you about Alfie.
You said that he wanted to know...
No,
what...
Vicar. I mean, yes, Vicar, but I meant no, Vicar. I mean, he wants to know, but I have to ask you.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Yes, Vicar. I mean, no, Vicar. Look, Alfie's going to marry our Susan, but I don't think he knows what it's about.
Pardon?
Would you talk to Alfie and tell him what he has to do when he's married?
Me? Well, that's not my responsibility. His father should tell... What are you talking about?
When they get married, tell Alfie what he has to do in church. What to say, how to walk down the aisle without tripping up. If you leave it to him, he'll say, "I will before Susan arrives," and finish up married to the best man.
Jimmy, it's okay, I got it. I fixed it, I mean.
Alfred, James wanted me to talk to you about the wedding.
Oh, we've got to go now, Vicar. Any time will do in the next year or so. Say ta-ra to the Vicar, Alfie, and thank him for the water.
Ta-ra, Vicar, and thank you for what water?
The glass of water you've just had.
I haven't had a glass of it, but...
Sorry, Alfie, did I tread on your knee? I forgot, Vicar, he never uses a glass. He just sticks his head under the tap. Well, ta-ra, Vicar. See you in the pulpit. See you next Sunday, Vicar. Right, Alfie, in the house we go, and you can take Susan for a nice long ride. And forget to bring her back.
Oh, shut up. She'll probably never go out with me again.
Yes, you might be lucky.
I'll thump you in a minute. Get off the bike till I put it up against the pavement.
Just a minute. Get rid of that envelope first. I don't want you pulling it out of your pocket by mistake when Scraggy's there.
Oh, yes, I mustn't let her say... Will you stop calling her?
Who?
Scraggy Susan. Your sister, I mean.
Yes. You go in, Alfie. Give me the envelope and I'll get rid of it.
You're right. Oh, no, not with my pound still in it. I'm not as daft as I look. I don't look as daft as I am. No, I don't.
You mean you don't look daft, but you are?
Yeah, exactly. See, Bell talk. Oh, I'll just get my pound out of this envelope and then you can... Hey! It's into pounds. It's 5, 10, 15. There's about 50 quid here.
You what? You mean your pounds had pups?
Yes. Oh, I don't understand.
I do. Let's have that envelope, you twit. This isn't me mum's. It's got Cresswell written on it. You pinched 50 quid out of the vicar's funds.
Oh, heck. Well, I was trying to be quick, like you said, and I thought, what are we going to do?
We? You're going to do about 5 years. I've got an alibi. I was talking to the vicar.
Look here, my lad, you can't just push in here like this. The vicar's out, I'm only the housekeeper.
Good. I mean, goodness, that is a pity.
Yes, well, you can just clear off outside and take that other fellow with... Hey, where is he? Where's he gone?
He's gone to put his head under the tap for a glass of water in the study, the kitchen.
He can't come to the vicarage for water.
You what? Vicars are supposed to help people who need things, the poor. Well, nobody needs help more than poor Alfie.
Now, look, if you and he don't leave this house in 1 minute...
I've got something important to tell the vicar. A message. There's a paper and pencil. Write it down.
Oh, all right. What is it?
It's a message for the vicar.
Yes, I know that.
Well, that's clever. You know it before I tell you. Do you mean you can read me mind? Hey, I saw a fella on the telly do that. He called it mental telepathetic.
They call it mental telepathy.
Yeah, that's it. That's clever. I'll tell you what. I'll think of a number, and you...
I can't do it, you young fool.
Oh, not with numbers, only words.
Yeah, no. Look, what do you want me to write down?
The message for the vicar.
But what? What was that?
A church mouse.
It came from the study.
Yes, well, never mind. Have you got the message written down?
Yeah, no, you haven't told me what I have to write down.
Of course I have the message for the vicar.
Now, look here, young... That's definitely from the study. Who's there? What's going on?
Mrs., you haven't got the message. Dear vicar. Oh, heck. Hang on.
What are you doing with that drawer?
Picking it up. But look, it dropped out when I pulled it, so I put it back, but it dropped again.
It's Alfie. Couldn't you find the kitchen, Alfie?
What's that in your... It's an envelope and it's open.
Yes, well...
It fell into his hand when the drawer slipped.
Give it here. You've torn it. You thief. Help! Police, help me!
No, lady. I'm not a thief. I just pinched the wrong one. Took it, I mean.
Help! Police!
What's going on here? What is this?
Jimmy, Alfie, what are you doing here?
Up to no good, that's obvious.
Oh, Vicar, Mum, Grandad, oh, heck, you just arrived in time. This lady thought Alfie was a thief. Daft, isn't it?
I found him with the drawer open, an envelope in his hand, the top torn off, and money all over the floor.
Yes,
Tell him what's happened, Jimmy. Tell him.
How do I know? It's nothing to do with me. I've got an alibi. I was talking to this old lady.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, Diana Day as Susan, Brian Truman as the vicar, Colin Edwin as Humphrey Brocklebank, and Daphne Oxenford as Miss Trotter and the Old Lady. The recorded program was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself.
Well, they found out the truth. Alfie talked, and in the end, they understood him. So I got smacked for watching the cricket, just because Alfie was scared of a couple of years in jail. What hurt most was that I needn't have gone near the vicarage at all, and nobody would have known. The vicar never called at our house when we were out at the match. He said he was coming, then some lady rang up to say her mother was ill, so the vicar went there instead. I mean, it's not fair. I mean, you'd think you could trust your own